Alright, let's all stand. Let's turn to page 437. The Battle Hymn of the Republic, page 437. I see the coming of the Lord. He is passing up his vintage where the prince and powers soar. He unleashes the painful lightning of his terrible storm. His true gates marching on. His true gates marching on. I have seen the prospects of the hundred circuit gates. They have built the human arms for the enemy's gates. Like a king's righteous servants, for the dealing fire loves. His days marching on. Glory, glory, his days marching on. Yes, our Lord, as to love the sovereign tree, he is sending out the hearts of men for his judgment seat. Of his faithless love, answering eternal love for me. God is marching on. His God is marching on. In the Hymn, his Christ was born across the sea, with the glory in his clothes and mattress fingers repeat. As he died to make me, he led us start to make me free. Our God is marching on. Glory, 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 hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Our God is marching on. Amen. Let's go to the house of the Lord. Amen. Amen. Everything's all right in my Father's house. Amen. What about my house? What about your house? His Father's house. Everything's all right. Why do we have all these empty seats in the front? We have a chance to come be right by the spout, and you choose to go back. Why, oh, why do you do that? And I just said, why? You're scared of me, aren't you? That's what it is. You must stay away from me. Trace of spit might run in your lap or something. I'm so glad you're here today. Thank you for coming. God bless you. Had a wonderful day on the field yesterday. I saw 2 people saved, Ty and Ethan. So, person saved, and me and Robert Swanson saw men saved yesterday, 19 years old, and talked to us a bit about knocking on doors yesterday. Wonderful, wonderful day. What a beautiful day yesterday. Beautiful day. I'm telling you, just a gorgeous day. Can you smell it now? I smell that roast my wife got cooked with the carrots and potatoes. Oh, it smells so good. I like it. I like it. I like it. I may have to have a short sermon today. Though you need a long one. Okay, just so you're with me on the same page. I'm glad you're here. You say, why don't you cut that nonsense out and cut the chase and get with the stuff? Amen. Because you want me to. That's right. I'm going to drain the swamp. Amen. Amen. How would that work at the church? Would that be the slogan for the year? Let's drain the swamp. The theme of this year is drain the swamp. Yeah. Start with the preaching, amen? All right, let's pray. Lord, thank you for loving us today. We're so very grateful for your goodness to us. There are many prayer requests that we're still praying about. Lord, we ask you to please work and help people. Please do. We thank you for thy goodness to our lives. Thank you for being a part of life today. For being a part of the activities of life today. We're very grateful, very thankful. Please bless the church today with thy presence. In Jesus' name, amen. Be seated. Let's turn to page 405, the banner on the cross, page 405. There's a royal banner for this fight, for the soldiers of the King. And inside where we lifted up to fight, all ranks of ones we see. Marching on, marching on. For Christ will everything belong. And the King, for let's sing, with the banner of the cross. Let's go around and shake hands on the next couple of verses. Places, and you turn to page 405, you see the second verse. So give that man, he's seated. Man, what we get here, able to get some things done. Amen. Amen. Good to be alive. Good to be today. And so glad that you were here. Beautiful Sunday. Praise the Lord for that. Well, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. Did you know that? It's not fast coming. I mean, it's here. And Christmas right around the corner. After a few days now, you'll see the Thanksgiving things in the hallway gone. Christmas stuff up. It just flies by. All right. Brother David, I started to say, what's your last name? Probably, yeah. I started to say, I started to say, I tried to decide which one to pray, you or Kim, or he's gone. Yeah, he's history. Linda's here. I want you to pray for the, I want you to pray for all. You think she would? Yeah. I may not be a pastor anymore, but the Cobras, would you please pray and ask God to bless them?
Lord, thank you today. Lord, thank you for our blessed spiritual things for the last week with everything.
Yes.
Lord, pray that you
Yes.
But you have to operate that. I can't did they have to go in? Yeah, my brother John told me he had one. He told me that his had swelled up, and I've never had it. Actually, I had it when I was
over there, those 10 classes.
I didn't start, I started last week. I'm not gonna go over there last week. I'm just gonna do it.
Part of our lives. But you do not have to make it saved. Oh, righty, praise the Lord. Here we go. Announcement time. We still need a couple of adults to work in children's church. It's one time a month, fourth week of junior church, high rights. So we need a couple of adults just for one time a month, fourth week. If you could help keep control over there while the preaching is taking place, that'd be great. Let me say this about the election. Trump is not the savior, and he's not the knight on shining armor. And the way I look at the election is, God has given us a little reviving in our bondage. He's given us a space there to change. Just because he's elected doesn't mean everything will be hunky-dory. It means God has given me, you, a chance to live more correctly, to do what we should do with those not always. So that we have some time. We have a little bit of grace there. A window behind some time. We still need a imperative of adults. Church starts one time a month, fourth week of junior church. All right, get in church. The Bible is a prayer. Just do it one time a month. And I'm talking about it's imperative help. I hope they don't just keep control out there while the preaching is taking place. Basically, it's the vote for value. Let me say this. Not to my wife, I don't know if enough of us left or not. Trump is not the savior. He's not the knight on shining armor. And the way that action is, God has given us a reviving our openly. He's says some things that he's given us a space there. But things change. It's still a heavy responsibility upon God's people to live right.
That's right.
And God's given us some time. To do his elected doesn't mean everything will be. And so I hope we'll do right. Please God. Hunky-dory. All right. Bruce Smith has birthday the 15th. Next to Smith. Central Hall at 17th. Correct. So you do the shoot that, which is done well. And we have worship time. Gary and George Spider. Great year. The window. 51. Let's give us a hand on that. Put your hand through. That's the picture. Come on, this is what we do church. All right. Wow. Church. Does it feel like it? 10 times. Okay. That takes a lot of hope there, though. Happy birthday. Men's breakfast and fellowship hall. Some good food. Fellowship. Heavy responsibility. Room the 19th. That's right. Every day time. Do is elected us there. So I hope we'll do right. Please God. Glory. All right. Bruce Smith is birthday the 15th. Smith. Central Hall. We have worship time. Gary and George Spider. Great year. Let's handle that. Wow. 10 times. Fellowship, heavy responsibility 19. So I hope all right. Wow. fellowship, they were responsible for the team. That time, he was elected as the director. And so hopefully he gets a pull well. And one other reminder, this was their teammate, Mr. Smith, of course, is Lord, I've given in thy hand, oh well, again, position, yes, shall tremble and be in anguish because of thee. And I sent messengers out of the wilderness, king of Heshbon, with word to the king, the right hand of the left. I shall sell me for meat, for money, that I may eat, and give me water for money, that I may drink, only I will pass through on my feet. Verse 29. Ar did unto me, dwelt in Ar, did unto me, until I shall pass over Jordan. Shion, king of Heshbon, would not let us pass by him. The Lord thy God hardened his spirit, and made his heart obstinate, that he might deliver him into thy hand, as appeareth this day. And the Lord said to me, yes, that thou mayest inherit his land. I call your attention to verse number 24, and well, let's read the whole verse. Rise ye up, take your journey, and pass over the Jordan. Shion, the Amorite, king of Heshbon, and his land. And this little phrase here, and contend with him in battle, handle the left. Then look at verse 31. And the Lord said unto me, behold, I have begun to give Shion feet, and his land before thee. Verse 29. And to possess. Now is began to possess. Began to possess. The Bible says in Jude, contend to me, fight in Ar, that did to me. Basically, that's what he said in those verses we just read. To fight till I shall pass over Jordan. So as we approach today, I think about the Lord said to me, some have been causing the and my intend him and man children here. And look at verse 31. To possess. The Lord said, what is yours? We can go to Joshua chapter 1. Behold, I have begun right now to give Shion feet, and his land before the 29. To possess. I've been saved for 20 years now. Our head to possess. This new began trials and difficulties and problems. The Bible says in Jesus, oftentimes hymns to be fighting are basically all the time, but he said, fresh and new life. I shall pass over. So as we approach today, what a very important think about the Lord said to your people. Some have please have that. What stage? The Bible 10 and Matthew know what they're going through here. I want you to begin to possess. God help us to see. We can do the exciting behold, I have begun. That the Lord always gives shy to us. We're faith. We're love. We're kind. What you possess. What encouragement of yours. Your name, your land. You've given and trials, difficulties, problems, life was had oftentimes sometimes fight hard and require more of our heritage. And as Ephesians talks about, as in Christ, I shall have Jesus. So as we approach today, I want to very think about the Lord said to your people. Some of these have that what stage? The Bible 10 and know what sometimes I have begun. Lord, always gives shy to us. We just faith. We're love. We're kind. We possess. What encouragement of yours? Your name, your land.
But at first you failed to see me. Let me tell you where I'll be. I'll be thanking Christ, my Savior, for saving a wretch like me. But if you should reach that city before my time has come, perhaps you'd like to meet me when my race down here is run. Just wait, for I'll soon be coming across life's heaving sea. And I'll tell you now, dear loved one, just where to wait for me. Don't look in the gates of pearl. Don't look on the streets of gold. Don't look by the walls of jasper, nor among the many sights untold. For I'm longing and I've been waiting for the precious Holy One to see. There'll be through the countless ages, look for me at Jesus' feet. There'll be through the countless ages, look for me at Jesus' feet. Amen.
Why didn't they ask me to sing with them? I don't know why they didn't ask me to sing with them next time. Always hope, amen? We'll hope for a dead dog and a living life, amen? God is recounting now the experiences of the children of Israel as they traveled from Egypt to Kadesh Barnea through the wilderness. And along the way, they had this encounter with Shion, the Amorite king of Heshbon. For a full detailed account, later you can read Numbers chapter 21 talks about it. In a nutshell, though, Sihon, king of Heshbon, would not let Israel pass through their borders, through his coast. And though Israel wanted to pass through peacefully and not cause any problems at all, he still would not let them do that. King Sihon wanted to defeat them and detour the course, listen to me now, that God had for their lives. Namely, that being the will of God. That is the thing that he's trying to detour and get rid of, is the will of God for their lives. And by the way, we have an enemy that is trying to stop God's people today from getting into the will of God and staying there for their lives also. But I found an interesting thought in our text. God told his people that he had given King Sihon and his land into the hand of Israel. Though they did not possess it at that moment of time that God had told him, nevertheless, it was given by God to the children of Israel. And God said, I want you to begin to possess it and contend with him in battle. That's what God said. Or fight with him in battle. God said, it's not yours now, but God said, you're going to have the reality of it later. God says, I've already done it. I've already wrapped up the package and given it to you as a gift. But God says, I want you to contend now with Sihon for this gift. God said, in verse 25, I, God speaking, have began to put the fear of thee upon them. And in verse 31, God said that he had begun to give Sihon and his land to Israel. And then God said, now then, I've done my part. Watch it. God said, I want you to begin to possess this land. Now, God is going to tell Israel, they crossed the Jordan River, in Joshua chapter 1, verse 3, every place that the sole of your feet shall tread upon shall be yours. So God was saying, all the land that you walk upon will be yours. God's people can have God's things.
Amen.
And the reason that they have God's things is because they're God's people.
Amen.
God does not give his things to the devil's crowd. God gives his things to his crowd, to his people. And so God said, I have already begun. Now I want you to begin. God says, I've already started, so I want you to come with me. I'm taking you somewhere, and I want you to follow where I'm going. Now, every child of God in this church this morning has been saying, God is taking you somewhere.
Right.
And God says, I want you to come with me. I'm going to lead, you follow. And God says, I want you to begin to do some things. You see, it's imperative. The duty rests upon me to go with God. God's not going to drag you anywhere.
Right.
Amen?
Amen.
God's not going to push you anywhere. God will lead you where he wants you to go. God's not in the dragging business, the pushing business. God's in the leading business.
Amen.
And why does God do that? Because God wants me to follow.
Amen.
God doesn't want me to have to. God says you get to. And so God says, I've got some wonderful, now teenagers, listen to me, young people, listen to me. God has some wonderful things planned for your life. But the only way you're going to get there, and I wish you would believe this, old preacher, the only way you're going to get there is by following Jesus Christ.
Right.
Right. You're not going to get there by following your flesh, the world, the devil. You're going to get there by following God and by following God. Now, let me hasten to say this. The devil also has some things for you.
Right.
And he will take you there, and he'll give you those things. If that's the route you want to go ahead. He'll sure take you there. He'll sure lead you there. So you have to choose. Do I want God's things or do I want the devil's things in my life? We all have to make that choice, of course. And so, even the head of their enemies, I believe God will give the people of God. I believe it as He did in your life. I believe in many of God's people's lives this morning, they are living in a state of mind spiritually of not possessing what God has already given to them. God told Israel, I've already begun to give Shion and his land to thee. And God said, now you began to possess what I've given you. God said, I've already been working on your behalf. Now you began to work. You began to work and attain for yourself what I've worked and given to you. You'll never achieve any victory that God hasn't already achieved for you first. You'll never gain anything that God hasn't already set for you first. You'll never possess any spiritual ground that God hasn't first already fought and won for you. By the way, on the cross, He fought and He won everything for every child of God. Amen. The Bible says in Ephesians we have an inheritance. And the inheritance is in Christ. I'm in Christ, so it's my inheritance. And God says you can have what you need. See, preacher, I'm insecure. You can have security. See, preacher, I fear. You can have courage. See, preacher, I hate. You can have love. See, preacher, I'm confused. You can have direction. It doesn't matter. You can have the opposite of what you have now if you want to desire. But it's not in you, it's not in me. It's in Him. Everything's in Him. You've got to realize something, folks. He is my all in all, and He is your all in all. Right. That means He's got the whole ball of wax. If you want to get anything, any of what He has, you have to come to Him for it. Right. And there's way too many of God's people, way too many that have already come to Christ for salvation, but are not coming for the other things He has He wants to give. Right. Mostly what everybody wants is to go to heaven, but they're never going to live like they're going there. And you cannot live like you're going there unless you get what He's got, so you can live like you're going there. Amen. Amen. Pretty good preaching, don't you think? Amen. Are you excited about this? Hey, that's pretty good. Pretty good. That is. God said, I've got some things for you. God said they belong to you. God said that you need to begin to possess what God has begun to give. God said, I've given you King Shion, and you began to possess it. Now, how do I begin to possess it? By contending, by fighting. Oh, you mean I got to do something? Yeah. The only time in the Christian life when you never had to do nothing is when you got saved. Every other thing you got to do something. Oh, I don't want to do nothing. You do whatever happens. That's right. Good preaching. That's good preaching. These bums that lay on the couch and watch Oprah, Jerry Springer, can't pay their rent. Can't hardly eat, feed their family. What about these health bills now? They're bums. They don't want nothing, so they'll never have nothing. We got some bum Christians that sit in the pews, don't want nothing, they'll never have nothing from God. That's right. I got to work. You ain't got to pray. That's work. We got to read my Bible. That's work. I got to come to church. That's work. I got to fight. That's work. Anything you do in life, you got to work hard. You got to work for. You got to work for. You got to fight for. You got to have it. Same thing for the Christian life. Amen. That's why a lot of God people aren't hitting things in God because they don't want to fight. They don't want to work. Oh, thank you for heaven, God. I'll be there one day. What good is God getting in your life when you're going? God's people can have God things. God says, I want to give you something now. I want you to have it. You began to possess what I want to give you. You can begin, by the way, you can begin because God has begun. You can begin because God, listen, I get so tired of this group. They say, I want to be. Crybabies. The folks marching in the streets about the election. Whiny babies. Crybabies. All they are. Bunch of pathetic crybabies. All they are. Doesn't matter who they are. What part of the belong to. Do that kind of stuff. They're crybabies. And God's people, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. What do you want to do? I want to be in the ministry of nothing, preacher. Do you have one? Yeah. We have one. A lot of folks are in that ministry. Just go ahead and line up and get that bunch with it. Now, the benefits aren't very good. I mean, they don't have anything, but you can get in it. The tragedy of life is not that it ends too soon, but that we wait so long to begin to live it.
Amen.
The tragedy of life is not that it ends too soon, but we wait too long to begin to live it. That's the tragedy of life. So God says, I want you to possess it. No battle is fought in one moment of time. There's always a certain amount of casualties, a certain amount of loss. There's always fear. There's always uncertainty. It's always a battle. There's always fear there. There's always uncertainty there. Everybody that's been won, there was fear. There was uncertainty. But the battle was still on. Why? Because people fall. They fall. They fall. God says, I want you to contend for the faith. I know that many of you this morning are in a battle today that King Shion of your own. But now listen to me. Don't you retreat. Don't you stand still. But you contend. You go forward. You fight. You fight. You fight. You fight. You fight. Fight temptation. Fight to go to church. Fight to pray. Fight to read. Fight to love. Fight to have wisdom. Fight. You'll get it. You'll fight for it.
Amen.
But you gotta fight. You gotta fight. God has already begun to give you the victory. God has already begun to build the victory stand for you to stand upon. He's already worked on your behalf. Your job and my job is to begin to possess what He's done for me. In a battle, there's a certain amount of fear and courage. In a battle, there's a certain amount of faith and doubt. In a battle, there's a certain amount of strength and weakness. In a battle, there's a certain amount of gain and loss. Now, what I've got to do to possess is to take my courage and my faith and my strength and my gain and keep going.
Amen.
I'm not to look back at what I lost. I'm not to look back at my weakness. I'm to look forward to His strength. Looking to Jesus, all the my faith. I'm not to look back at that fear. We look forward to that courage. I'm not to look back at these things. We've all lost some things spiritually. We've all been there. Until God says they're not. The lions of the stinking teeth. They have. They've been there. But God says back there's not important. What's important is where you are now. What are you choosing now to do with what I've given you? What are you choosing today with the life that you can inhale and exhale breath? What are you choosing to do with what I've given you today? God says, today you take my faith you have and you put it in God for tomorrow. When you get there, you take that faith that God's given you that day, you put that faith in the God for the next day. When you get there, you take the faith that you have that day, you put the faith of tomorrow that you'll go to, and you keep on doing that step by step all the time, line upon line, precept for precept, until you get and take all that God has for you.
Amen.
But you got to fight. You got to begin to possess. Every place whereupon the soul's feet shall tread shall be yours. There's not much treading anymore by God's people. It's just not. You begin to possess what God has for you. I'm supposed to attack the enemy. I'm supposed to be the aggressor. It's going to be a battle for me, for you to be faithful. It's going to be a battle for me, for you to go soul winning. It's going to be a battle for you, for me, to be led by the Holy Spirit of God. It's going to be a battle for you, for me, to obey God. It's going to be a battle for you, for me, to dress right. It's going to be a battle for you, for me, to be separated. But God has already given these things, and also God has already begun to set the stage for you and I to possess all these things that's in the Bible.
Amen.
But you got to begin.
That's right.
Each day it seems like a new beginning. I used my faith yesterday. I went to bed last night with the faith I had. I got up this morning and I have a new trial. I have a new heartache. I have a new burden. I have a new doubt. I have a new uncertainty. I have a new insecurity. I must begin, Tom, this day then with new faith. Amen. With new hope. With new love. With new security. With new power. With new direction. With new kindness. And with all the things that God wants to give me. All the things that God have is at my disposal. If I'll go to God the proper way and ask for those things so I can dispose those things upon a lost and dying and hurtful world, many of whom God's people abide. Attack the devil, make him mad, read your Bible. Suppose today, I will not do it, but suppose today I ask everybody that read their Bible to stand up. I do know some pastors probably that do that. And I never did want to be out there where the people were. And that's between that pastor and his God, how he runs his church. I know some pastors right now, I've never done this, and I think it'd be kind of comical to do it. If you close the Sunday night, they'll ask everybody going to show this week, stand up. Stand up if you're going to show this week. What is it? Yeah. By the way, they have many out showing. I'm sure they have many do this too. I can't do that pastor put on the spot. Can't believe you pastor like that. And I have no doubt that some stood up and had no intention of doing that. Amen. Say in my face, yes, I'm going. I'm trying right here, preacher. I'm out of there. If I asked this morning, when you stand up, how many read your Bible? I wonder how many would say. If I asked this morning how many of us have prayed this week, how many have prayed? If I asked this morning how many of us have begun to possess what God has, if I asked the Holy Ghost of God to control us and use us, how many would stand? If I began this week to ask, if I began to have a stand to say, how many of you have prayed about God's will for your life this week or engaged in God's will for your life, how many would stand? Yet God says, I want everybody standing. I want everybody doing it. It's for every child of God I have. Yes, it's going to be a battle. Attack the devil, make him mad. Be at church tonight. Attack the devil, make him mad. Be at church tonight. Attack the devil, make him mad. Be at church tonight. Attack the devil, make him mad. Be at church tonight. For me and you, it is. Amen. Attack the devil, make him mad. Get the gospel out. Pass out a gospel tract. Attack the devil, make him mad. Believe God anyway. So you started attacking and you failed. Well, preacher, I started doing all this stuff. Let me tell you what happened to me, preacher. Let me just tell you what happened to me when I was doing this stuff. Oh, tell me, please. Did you get your pinky hurt? Did you stub your toe? Did you? Bless your pinky heart. Amen. Judge, you're the protesters in Portland, New York. I've been hurt. I've been hurt. Have we not all been hurt? And yet we that keep going for God simply take our hurt, pull it up, and throw it on Jesus and keep going. So you started attacking it. You got scared. Get your courage and get up and attack again. So you attacked the enemy. You had some losses and became weak. You grabbed your gains. It's worth nothing but a lesson. You learn something of hard knocks. You get up and attack the devil again. You've got it again. You've got it again. You've got it again. But preacher, I tried and failed. So you failed. So you blew it. God didn't say you would possess it soon as you stepped out there. God just said, begin to do something. Begin. No child ever walked unless he began. No teenager ever became able to drive a car unless they begun. No marriage was ever solidified and became a union until they began to date. And on and on and on and on the story goes. Nobody ever got fat until they began to eat. Too much. That's the way it goes. You got to begin things. Life is worth beginning. Christian life is worth beginning. prayer this morning, I saw a great big bug walk out in front of me. I said, God, please give me a I'm going to go. Walked out there, walked out the sage grass, put one foot like this, had a nice rack, big old door right beside him. I stopped in my tracks. And I looked, and I watched him. Boy, he was real cautious in that foot up. I stood there for about 2 minutes. I had to keep him walking, so I started walking. He jumped off. Just like that. Beautiful deal. Beautiful. Well, begin to get what God has for you. And in your beginning, you be a part, and enjoy in your soul, enjoy in your heart some things that God has begun to do for you. The word began in our text carries with it this idea. The word began carries with this idea. It carries with the idea of opening the package. That's what it means. It carries the idea of opening. Take that opening that God is showing you in your life this morning that will draw you closer to Him. I mean, it's an opening. You have a shot at it. And everybody here this morning has a shot at doing the will of God.
Right.
Everybody here has an opening that God says, I've opened it up for you. And you began. You go, I've already done my part, and you began to go through the opening. Go through that opening I have for you in your life. But preacher, I can't get there. Don't worry about getting there. Just go through the opening.
Amen.
Just began. God didn't say that having a day. God says you began to attack. You began to contend. You began to march. God says, as you began, I've already begun. And when I began something, it will come to fruition.
Amen.
You just gotta go. You just gotta do it. And you can, because the Bible says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Right.
You that think I could never. To you that are scared to begin, He ain't saying begin. I've already begun the work. All in our area, there are Christians sitting on the couch watching some ball game that used to be beginning to possess some spiritual things in their lives. If you're supposed to go somewhere, you never get there to begin to go there. Great logic, is it not? If you're supposed to go somewhere, you'll never get there until you begin to go there.
Right.
I'm going home in a few minutes to eat your roast. But unless I begin to go, I can't get there.
That's right.
I got to decide to get in the car, to start it up, put it in drive, this is the forward, and push it on the way home. Well, I'm not going to get there. My wife has a wonderful roast planned for me to eat. Got carrots, potatoes, some other stuff. And I'm going to go get it.
Amen.
God has planned for you some wonderful things. But you got to get in time. You got to put it in dry, and you got to go there to get it. It's already prepared. The table's already set. All I got to do is just love where it is.
Right.
Aren't you glad that you don't have to create and cook and make the things of God?
Amen.
All you've got to do is go and partake
Right.
of what He's cooked. Spiritually speaking.
Right.
Anybody that wants to can. And the ones that are not partaking are the ones that don't want to. They rather partake of the world, flesh, the devil, and He knows the truth. It's your choice, though. I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying, you got to decide which road you're going to go down. You got to say, go with God's people, God's things, or the devil and his crowd. You have to decide. I decided a long time ago. And I have to decide now then, on a regular basis. Let me tell you something. I can decide now then on a regular basis because I decided a long time ago.
That's right.
The decision I made a long time ago helps me to keep deciding. I stay married because I decided to stay married. If you just knew what kind of wife I had. She's not here. That's what I'm telling you. Somebody's gonna tell, right? I mean, if you just knew, got a whole lot of it. It's a glorious life.
Amen.
It's a wonderful. It's a wonderful life. Your mind just starts at my church, other things fell off the church, and begins to get involved. It's a wonderful. She's concerned about me. But wonder why she's that way. Because she's always beginning to possess what God has for life. In that great arena of possessing what God has for her, she found me.
That's right.
God says, now this is how you keep it. This is what you do. To me, the same thing. I'm trying to keep her, and she's trying to keep me, so we've kept each other. 30 years.
Amen.
I start to go, she lassos me and brings me back. She starts to go, I lasso her and bring her back. How do you lasso each other, preacher? With humility, with I'm sorry, with kindness, with love, with endurance, with perseverance. And you keep on doing it over and over again. If you let her go or let him go and get you another one, you got the same stuff you got to do all over again.
That's right.
I got 30 years head start. Why don't you want another one?
That's right.
I'm good at worship. Whole lot. I mean, she's a wonderful lady. I'm going to get off her, but I'm saying some things now that y'all will turn around. I'm just saying, let's begin to get things God has for us. Some of you this morning are thinking about not beginning anymore. You've got to begin. You've got to begin. You've got to be a new inning. God, every day a new inning. Shall we stand, please? Father, thank you for loving us today. Thank you for your goodness. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your mercies. I'm so glad this morning I have a chance to live for you. I'm so glad this morning I have the opportunity affords me to be the will of God and to do what I should do. I'm very glad and very thankful this morning. I have a new beginning, that you've already purchased all that I need in my life. You've already, Lord, purchased it, a gift, and I'm much content for it. I mean, we're going to get a gift at Christmas time, but we got to wrap it. I mean, we gotta work to unwrap it, then you can get that. I know it's a free gift because you're wrapped up. And just as Lazarus risen from the grave, Jesus put it from the grave. Jesus told them, now you get the grave clothes. You cut the grave clothes off. I rose him from the dead, but now you do your part. And I'm just saying this, every day, new beginning. Every season, new beginning. God, you told the children of Israel, you says, God, please help us. She begins to play this morning, right now. Old fashioned order, like you. I have no idea what God's going to do right. I have no idea what God's going to heart about. But you do. I ask you to please let God make his way in your heart. You can do it. Why? Because Christ has done it. You can do it because Christ has done it. You can do it because Christ has done it. Contend for the faith. Go ahead. All belongs to you anyway. Use your faith and contend for the faith. Use your faith and fight for the faith. Use it. Use it. Don't lose it. Use it. Use it. Exercise it. Put it in God. Begin to possess. New day, new beginnings. New day. Alrighty, God bless you. God bless you for being here this morning. God bless you for your kindness to come to church. Tonight at 6:30 is the evening service. Please be in places now.
Christians
This
sitting on the
evening.
couch.